Welcome to Beyond the Brackets. In today's lecture, we will continue our discussion on solving higher order linear differential equations. Specifically, we'll learn how to find the particular integral when the right hand side is an exponential function of the form e power ax. To find the particular integral, the parameter d in the operator form will be replaced with a. Apart from direct exponential function e power ax, there are several other functions that can be expressed in terms of exponential function. For example, cos hax can be written as e power ax plus e power minus ax by 2. Sin hax can be written as e power ax minus e power minus ax by 2. And even constant can be written as constant into e power 0x. Since all these expressions can be represented using exponential functions, they all fall under type 1 while finding the particular integral. Here comes the first problem. Let us denote the given differential equation as equation 1. First, we write the operator form of equation 1 by replacing the differential operator d by dx with t. So the equation becomes d square plus 4d plus 3 into y is equal to e power 2x. To find the auxiliary equation, we replace d with m and equate it to 0. Thus the auxiliary equation is m square plus 4m plus 3 is equal to 0. Solving this equation, we get the roots as minus 1 and minus 3, which are real and distinct. The complementary function for this is yc is equal to c1 e power minus x plus c2 e power minus 3x. Let's proceed to find the particular integral. To find the particular integral, we write yp as 1 divided by operator form, that is d square plus 4d plus 3 multiplied by the RHS, that is e power 2x. Since the RHS is an exponential function, this comes under type 1. For type 1, we'll replace d with a, which is the coefficient of x. Here it is 2. Substitute d is equal to 2 in the operator form. We get d square will be 4, 4d will be 8 plus 3, which will be e power 2x by 15. The general solution of equation 1 is given by y is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. Substitute the values of complementary function and particular integral. We obtain y is equal to c1 e power minus x plus c2 e power minus 3x plus e power 2x by 15, where c1 and c2 are arbitrary constants. Moving on to the next problem, let's denote the given differential equation as 1. First, the operator form is written as d square minus 4d plus 3 into y is equal to 4 e power 3x. To find the auxiliary equation, replace d with m and equate it to 0. We get m square minus 4m plus 3 is equal to 0. Finding the roots of this equation, we get m is equal to 1, 3, which are real and distinct roots. Complementary function for these roots is given as yc is equal to c1 e power x plus c2 e power 3x. To find the particular integral, we write yp is equal to 1 divided by operator form, that is d square minus 4d plus 3 into RHS, that is 4 e power 3x. Since the right hand side is an exponential function, this comes under type 1, where d is replaced with a, which is the coefficient of x, and in this case it's 3. So replacing d with 3, d square becomes 9, 4d becomes 12. So it's 9 minus 12 plus 3, which sums up to be 0. Here the denominator is 0. This happens because e power 3x already appears in the complementary function. In such situations, we will call this as case of failure and we apply modified rule. According to this rule, whenever we get a case of failure, we multiply the numerator by x and differentiate the denominator with respect to d. So the numerator becomes 4x e power 3x and the differentiation of denominator will be 2d minus 4. Again, replace d with a, where a is equal to 3. So the denominator becomes 2 into 3 minus 4, which is 2. So the particular integral is 2x e power 3x. The general solution of equation 1 is given by y is equal to yc plus yp, that is c1 e power x plus c2 e power 3x plus 2x e power 3x. Here, boundary conditions are given in order to find the values of c1 and c2. Call the general equation as equation 2. The first boundary condition is y of 0 is equal to minus 1, that is y is equal to minus 1 when x is equal to 0. Substitute these values to get minus 1 is equal to c1 plus c2. For the second boundary condition, we first differentiate y with respect to x to get y dash is equal to c1 e power x plus c2 e power 3x into 3. For the third term, we apply UV rule. 2 is constant. X will be the first function, which will be written as it is. Differentiation of e power 3x is e power 3x into 3. Plus e power 3x is the second function, which will be written as it is. Differentiation of x will be 1. Second boundary condition is given as y dash of 0 is equal to 3, which means y dash is equal to 3 when x is equal to 0. Substitute these values, we get c1 plus 3c2 is equal to 1. Call this as equation B. Solving a and b, we get the values of c1 as minus 2 and c2 as 1. So replace these values in the general solution. We get y is equal to minus 2 e power x plus e power 3x plus 2x e power 3x. Moving on to the next problem. Here the differential equation is already in the operator form. To find the complementary function, we first write the auxiliary equation while replacing d with m and equating it to 0. So we get 4m square minus 4m plus 1 equal to 0. Solving this equation, we get the roots as m is equal to 1 by 2, that is repeated twice. So here the roots are real and repeated. For this, the complementary function is c1 plus c2x into e power x by 2. The particular integral will be written as yp is equal to 1 by operator form, that is 4d square minus 4d plus 1 multiplied by the RHS, that is 100, which can be written as 100 into e power 0x. This again comes under type 1, where d is replaced with a. Here a is the coefficient of x, that is 0, resulting in 100 into e power 0x by 0 plus 1, which is equal to 100. Solution is given by y is equal to yc plus yp, that is y is equal to c1 plus c2x e power x by 2 plus 100. Let's look into the last question. Again, the equation is given in the operator form. To find the complementary function, we first write the auxiliary equation, which is m plus 2 into m minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. Since the product of two terms is equal to 0, we equate both of them to 0. So the roots are m is equal to minus 2 and m is equal to 1, which is a repeated root occurring twice. Complementary function for minus 2 will be c1 e power minus 2x, and for 1 it is c2 plus c3x into e power x. To find the particular integral, we write yp is equal to 1 by operator form, that is 1 by d plus 2 into d minus 1 whole square multiplied by the RHS, that is e power minus 2x plus 2 sin hx. We separate the RHS into two terms to solve them individually. The first term is e power minus 2x divided by the operator form. For the second term, sin hx can be written as exponential form, which is e power x minus e power minus x by 2, where 2 in the numerator and the denominator cancels out, divided by the operator form. Let's first solve the first term, which has e power minus 2x, which again comes under type 1. We replace d with a, and in this case it's minus 2. Minus 2 and plus 2 in the denominator cancels out and the denominator becomes 0, which is a case of failure. To solve this, multiply the numerator by x and differentiate the denominator with respect to d. Before we differentiate, let's multiply both the terms d plus 2 and d minus 1 whole square. So the numerator becomes x e power minus 2x and the denominator becomes 3d square minus 3. Again, substitute minus 2 in place of d. We get 3 into minus 2 whole square minus 3, which is 9, which simplifies the first term. Coming to the second term, again we have RHS as e power x, which is type 1. We'll substitute d is equal to a. Here a is equal to 1. So again the denominator is becoming 0, which is a case of failure. To solve this further, we multiply the numerator by x and differentiate the denominator. This is the multiplication, and the differentiation of these two terms will be 3d square minus 3. Substitute d is equal to a, that is 1. We get 3 minus 3, which becomes 0. Again it is a case of failure. Proceeding in the same way, multiply the numerator by x and differentiate the denominator. So the numerator becomes x square e power x and the denominator becomes 60. Replace d with 1, we get x square e power x by 6. Let's solve the last part, which is e power minus x divided by the operator form. Again the RHS is an exponential function, so this comes under type 1. For this, replace d with a, which is the coefficient of x, that is minus 1. We get e power minus x divided by minus 1 plus 2 into minus 1 minus 1 whole square, which will be simplified as e power minus x by 4. That gives the value of yp. Solution is given by y is equal to yc plus yp, where c1, c2, c3 are arbitrary constants. Here some practice questions are included along with their answers.